Ooh, long lay the world and sin and error pining till he appeared and the soul felt its.
Hey, what's up, hockey fans out there around the world? This is Mark Spencer. I'm live again. Well, folks, I got to break in some NHL news. The NHL review, part number 9 is here. Well, folks, I'm going to catch you off guard here, but this is a big news I'm breaking in. Actually, it's not breaking news. It's already been on the news waves that the NHL will be moving back to pre-lockout schedule. This is great for the league, folks. I'm glad that they're going back to the days of 6 games from your team in your division. From away from this 8 games in your own division. That made no sense whatsoever, folks. I'm the most happiest person in the league today. All my friends, all the fans out there at home, anywhere around the world that love hockey and enjoy the game of hockey and I love it with a passion will be happy to hear this news, especially if you're in the western part of Canada or the United States or whatever. You're going to be really happy to hear this news coming from the governor meetings. I've been watching the news like everyone else, reading my insiders, and that's what the word is out, and it's official. That is official news, folks. And I'm breaking some news here this morning that there's really talks are heating up between the Mark Recchi trade status. What I've been hearing, folks, is Mark Recchi wants to get traded. The team's trying to find a team for him to go to. The list of teams I've been hearing this morning is the Phoenix Coyotes are interested. I'm superly surprised. The Columbus Blue Jackets because of Ken Hitchcock. Ken Hitchcock thinks he can get both Roberts and Recchi out of Pittsburgh. We'll see what happens. And I'm hearing that the Vancouver Canucks, don't forget, he's a BC native. You know what, man? Let me tell you right now. If he comes to Vancouver, that would be one of the best moves that Dave Noahs will ever make. Let me tell you right now. I'm an expert. I'm my own type of expert. I might not be an official expert to any network, but I'm my own expert. And let me tell you, that would be one of Dave Noah's most bold moves I've ever seen. If he could acquire Mark Recchi for maybe one of his young players on the farm. I mean, if he can make that trade, I'll be the most happiest person in BC. Let me tell you right now, Vancouver Canucks, you go make that trade. You have an opportunity to bring in Mark Recchi, one of the NHL's all-time greatest players. This guy can quarterback a power play, play center, play right wing. He can make it all happen. He's one of the most creative players in the history of the game. This guy's had 3 100-point seasons. This guy is the man, folks. Don't forget, Montreal, you have an opportunity to acquire Mark Recchi. What I'm hearing, he might go to Montreal. There's a chance. There's a slim chance. He played great with Saku Koivu back in 1997, 1998. He was an awesome pickup for the Montreal Canadiens from the Philadelphia Flyers. So you just never know, folks. I would love to see Mark Recchi go back to Montreal, but I would love to see him come to BC. First time since he played for the old club, the Kamloops Blazers. Well, don't forget, he began his junior career with the Kamloops Blazers back in the 80s, and it would be nice to see him go back to an area that he's familiar with. Home. Come on, Rex. Come home, man. Come home. And other news that's been going through the league of late, that I'm hearing some great news in terms of the salary cap for next year, that the Canadian dollar is doing so great right now that the cap might go up. That's what Gary Bettman's been saying in this Board of Governors meeting. So it would be absolutely phenomenal to see the cap go up to $55 million or $59 million. I'd be happy, but maybe some of the fans out there wouldn't. But the fans would be always happy. And I'm hearing that, the Brian Burke thing with trades and stuff, teams taking payroll and stuff, I'm hearing there's some good news on that. Hopefully, I'm really hoping and praying that this thing goes through with the league and that teams can pick up some payroll and the trades can start to happen, because I'm waiting for Brett Hall to make a trade. Well, I was hearing for some of my sources that there was a rumored trade probably to happen today around 12 o'clock Pacific time. Well, 12 o'clock Pacific time, so what time would that be in the East? 3 o'clock Eastern. Well, I was hearing that there was a rumor that Daryl Sador, Mark Recchi could be heading to Dallas for Louis Eriksson, or Or maybe I fabricated that. Okay, screw that deal. Okay, this is the deal. It'd be Louis Erickson, UC Okinen, and a third-round pick going to the Pittsburgh Penguins for Mark Recchi and Daryl Sador. We'll see what happens. I don't know if that will happen, but that's the type of deal I'm thinking in my head that might happen. And you know another team out there you cannot rule out is the Toronto Maple Leafs. Toronto Maple Leafs could make a splash here today, folks. John Ferguson Jr., trying to save his job, could put a package of young players together, send it to Pittsburgh with Andrew Raycroft, and acquire both Roberts and Mark Recchi. I'm not saying that Gary Roberts is tradable right now, but the talk out of Pittsburgh is they're trying to get rid of their older veteran players and just leave the young players to do what they got to do by themselves. That's the word out of Pittsburgh. According to, whatever. That's the word. That's what I've been reading. I wouldn't want to see that, but you just never know. You got to make trades to make your team better. And I think the Toronto Maple Leafs got to make this trade to save face. JFJ has to save his job. Same thing for Paul Maurice. This would help both their situations. There'd be no firings in Toronto because the names I'm hearing right now for the Toronto candidates are Ron Francis, Mark Messier, Glenn Healy. It's really heating up with the Glenn Healy talk. Right now, they're still in talks with Glenn Healy. And, I mean, if the Leafs keep losing, Glenn Healy, Mark Messier could be the new president and assistant general managers of this team. So we'll see what happens, folks, in the near future. So, folks, I'm done. You gotta remember that
the weary world rejoices, for
happy holidays. We'll see you next time on NHL Review Part 10. My name's Mark Spencer. You all take care. You all have a good, happy holidays. Go Christmas shopping. Do what you gotta do. Enjoy life. Appreciate what you have. And, keep going to those games and cheer on for your teams. You Maple Leaf or your New York Ranger fan, Vancouver Canuck fan, Calgary Flame fan, LA King fan. You go out there, enjoy the games. And I'm always going to enjoy the game. I love the game of the NHL. It's the best game in the world. Coolest game on ice. No doubt about it. Well, my name is Mark Spencer. I want to say good night. Bye-bye.